We've seen ups and downs. I know you don't understand the things that I've said. I just to say it anyway. I cannot put it all away. This means a lot to me. This means a lot to me. It's family time.
Lovely viewers of the Talking Drum podcast, as we promised you that is going to be bigger and better, so we have, taken it upon ourselves to uphold that particular take. So it's bigger and better. We are back again. Okay, so AJ,
Yeah.
minor setback for a major comeback. This
We're
one is
still rolling.
This one is back to back to back to back. Give them.
Yeah.
So we had a very august discussion, in our previous, convo on dysfunction, still on, dysfunctionality. We explained it. I think we gave an in-depth explanation to it. We had a very august discussion the last time. I think it was very fun. Our first day back from a long absence, and it was like we never left. It was very for me, I think, I don't know if it's because we have not done it in a while, but it felt so
Yes.
it felt so alive, it felt so good. So we are coming to look in-depthly into another variation of it, which applies to religion and governance coupled with leadership. So that is what we are about to look into in this particular episode. So, you always set the ball rolling for us, but with this one, I would just need your take on this. I still think you need to say something to the viewers. Give them a little bit of,
But
I don't want to spill the juice, because I really think you owe these guys an apology.
Why? No, I don't think it's an apology.
You see, the way I'm saying an apology is our long absence is linked with her. It's linked with and linked to.
So now it's my fault.
It's not necessarily your fault.
I should accept that, but I have already accepted the blame in it.
Yeah. So
why are you still revisiting?
Because it's like
issues that we've already,
something
we've settled with our viewers are even
something is
at peace. You are the
something
one
is
trying
speaking.
to
Something is
incite more violence.
There is something of me which is screaming that I don't want peace. I don't want peace. I don't want.
Decide to wake up and choose violence.
Yes.
Over peace. Okay, that is also fine. So now that I've been established to be the one at fault, it's fine. It's okay. But say we do so. And you also know very well that whilst I was busy and we put podcast on hold, you were also busy.
Okay, that is another subject for another day. So let's.
So if you don't want us to start snitching on each other, let's continue.
Back to basics. I don't have snitches are awake.
Snitches get stitches.
Yeah, that's the best New York. That's the best New York type that I really love.
Me too.
Snitches
I
get
like it.
stitches.
Yeah, the first time I heard, I was like, okay.
It makes a lot of sense.
It makes sense. But why would you snitch?
And why do you have to stitch me after snitch?
You see something, pass and go forward. Why are you going to snitch?
To be honest, people are trying to make snitching legal or something.
Snitching is not good.
Back
at school. Especially for the guys. The brotherhood does not entertain
We don't
snitch.
forgive it. We don't forgive snitching. It's serious.
In Muslim, they call it haram or what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it's like
it's an abomination.
You think, because it's like you can never get back into the fold after that.
No.
Maybe what you actually snitched on was something which was going to save either everybody or save your head.
Yeah.
Now people will be like, you know what?
No, just zip it.
And
were you the one? No, I think it was somebody I was speaking to who said back in the day, I think junior high school or senior high school, a group of guys, they would pick a Trotsky.
Oh yeah, I was the one. I told you that story.
You were the one who told me.
Oh,
they would not want to pay.
We just open the door around.
And imagine you told me one time that they caught one of
when they had to ring them.
But if I were to be the one, I'll snitch.
Oh, seriously?
I will tell on all of you.
He
But
snitches
the brotherhood.
he had to take it. He had to take one for the brotherhood. It's like
chill. It's good, but it's a good habit. I mean, you don't always have.
Oh,
to.
so you are endorsing it?
No, I'm talking about not snitching.
Oh,
It's a good habit.
but we all perishing. We all perishing with the consequence is like we are all going to perish.
Yeah.
Dire consequences.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every action has consequences.
I don't even have to give the impression that I'm a snitch on the show. I'm part of the brotherhood, a very staunch member.
That's a good one.
I'm a stout member of the brotherhood. I don't give the brotherhood out very easily, but
That's it builds trust. So anyway.
Okay, so dysfunctionality on that's by the way. So dysfunctionality on religion in the aspects of religion and leadership. So I think these two pillars is not only woven in the fabric of existence actually, but it's also part of the makeup fabric of every individual. Because definitely when it comes to matters of spirituality and faith, it is a fact that has been, established, knowing or unknowingly, that you would have to actually believe in something, to really, in as much as we have a group of people who we can label as atheists and other rational, common sense thinkers, as sometimes they want to be labeled, have gone on by, logically, sometimes presented interesting facts that there is no, God, or there is no way somebody should be hooked on religion.
Yeah.
There is also undeniable facts or undeniable expressions, variations, body of knowledge that has established key facts, interesting, topics or interesting states of affairs that could also be exploited to know that there is something. If you really choose to go down if you really choose to go down that path, you would also realize that there is also a wealth of information that makes you understand and believe that there is God. Looking, looking through the lens of creation to how some things, get to shape society and our world is very hard not to say that, there is God. But with this God that we are talking about, whether true or not true, we look onto him through lenses. These are the lenses that we call religion.
Right.
Okay, definitely. It is always connected to a deity somewhere. And this lens that we look into, it could be that these lenses were made, through or were manufactured by human hands, some inspired by, I could say that it was inspired by a higher power, as we are made to understand, to make these lenses. I wouldn't even call them fabricated, to build this body of knowledge and this body of truth that we uphold and we believe. Okay, so we say these lenses that have been created, regardless of what religion it is, there are loopholes or there are essence of them that have been exploited to control and to manipulate people. So if what we are supposed to believe in, that tends to give us joy, freedom, give us what we desire. Because I think the biggest two key things that we can look into uphold control is fear and desire. Because if I desire something and I believe that this is where I can get it from, it's going to incite me to follow. The fear of me being like, so fear could be like, it could be explained in terms of reverence and in terms of actual fear.
Actual fear, yeah.
So depending on all these things that we have actually highlighted, in your little explanation, as you take the floor, how can you really frame this so that our viewers can really understand where we are driving at?
So religion is actually also a broad term.
Broad.
Very broad.
Very broad.
It is usually confused with a lot of things.
Exactly.
But I see it also to be an aspect, probably an organization that serves as a way to gather people with the same likeness, like-mindedness. That's what I want. The same like-mindedness and the same faith to collectively come together. Because I may practice my faith in my room, but the substance of that faith coming out, it's usually more pronounced when we collectively come together. And so that is religion. And mostly religion also sort of hammer on certain morals that are in existence, or usually doctrines based on that particular regions that further need to be honed, that people may miss out when they are alone. And so religion tends to hone all those morals in people.
Right.
And I think religion also tends to fill in some loopholes that families miss out. And so any form of values to be inculcated in individuals, as we talked about in the previous episodes, that are missed out on, or people coming from dysfunctional families, or people who do not get the privilege of having, someone can be born with both parents not around. They can be involved in an accident even at a young age. And so before the government comes in, it looks like the religion will be like a bridge
between those two. Right.
And so we cannot downplay the essence of religion. Just that sometimes you see people are broken and they find solace in religion.
Of course.
They find new families, new identities in religion.
Right.
And because of that, if care is not taken from the leadership in these religious bodies, it could lead to exploitation of these people, because vulnerable people are easily exploited when you are not in the right frame of mind. And because religion is mostly faith-based, faith before usually the thinking and the judgment and the reasoning come in, people easily have the tendency to be misled. And so that's what we would want to talk about.
Okay, so basically you in your presentation you made mention of religion being, if not really regulated or if not really thought of, religion really deals with more of faith. Yeah. So do you really think it's like let me put it this way. Has it religion, in your own opinion, made the world better?
I think it has.
Like all round,
all round, I think it has.
Okay.
It's just
in
for everything
sense?
Percentage.
Not necessarily percentage, but the way it shapes our world, the way it shapes our present day understanding in how we have to live.
Hi, the Talking Drum podcast family. If you want to join in a conversation, kindly leave a comment in the comment section. And while you are there, don't forget to subscribe and hit on the notification button so that when our videos are out, you are the first to be notified. Thank you so much for watching. Now let's get back to the conversation. I think it has. It has, just that for everything, you see, we always have pros and cons. And good things can fall in the hands of bad people. And so, and you see, the media sells bad things. And so, religion is actually trying and pushing, trying to make lives better, trying to inculcate things, good values. But because usually what is being portrayed are the downsides to it, you wouldn't. But I think religion plays a very pivotal role.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we talked about fear and emotion. Okay, as being the. So does it really make people like vulnerable
Sometimes.
sometimes?
Sometimes.
So that is a very big like.
Yeah.
If it is sometimes, so we can say religion doesn't make you vulnerable at all.
I'll still say sometimes.
So
You see, the problem now, I would say majority of the problem stems from the people themselves in the religion or practicing the religion, not the leaders. Because ignorance is always the devil is not really the problem. I think the video you sent to me yesterday, I got something. Mouse Munro was saying that. I think it was another video. I watched another video after that. The man of God was like, the devil, we keep hyping him. He's not really the problem.
okay, that is the okay. So if we talk about religion, we talk about that being the major antagonist
Yes,
of religion.
Of religion.
Okay.
But it's not the devil, no, because he lost the battle a long time ago. So he's not really our antagonist. The main problem is our ignorance.
Okay.
That is the problem.
Okay.
And so you find a bunch of ignorant people who have come together, absence of light
and understanding. Okay.
and they want to be part of their religion. And so they've given all the whole mandate and all the burden on the leadership. And leadership can fail at a point. And so the leadership will based off of what the members know at that point in order to build up. And so when they realize that the membership is ignorant, there's a tendency for leadership to also not go as it should.
Okay.
But if the people, like a country like America, the citizens, most of them, they know their rights already. And so you have to be cautious in the way you relate to them. I'm a member of a law enforcement body or agency, and I'm approaching a citizen that I'm trying to pronounce how the person has erred or flawed and the consequences, and the person retaliates and starts citing some articles in the Constitution to actually buttress what I'm saying, that this is not it. That moment, I know that the person knows. So that tactic will not work.
It's a different level of saying that, okay, I have the way I approach people of light and I have the way I approach people of ignorance.
Exactly. And it also happens in religion as well.
Okay, so we have established the fact that religion actually incites a high moral ethic in which unexpectedly family, which should provide you with those kind of edibles, miss. So actually, when we talk about the functionalities of religion, if we can actually highlight the principal ones, we could be like a chief functionality of religion means that it makes you morally upright.
Good.
In a certain way of you trying to align yourself with that particular religion's values or morals, that makes you upright.
Yeah.
If we have established that fact. So if we can talk about the functionalities of religion, we will also get to know that religion was actually, I wouldn't even say formulated. It got to spring up because of the blocks that families
The
were supposed to.
deficits in family, exactly. Yeah.
So that is I think that was the I wouldn't even say that was the birth of religion. The idea of religion was to actually fill in these loopholes that family was supposed to fill. Okay, so it gives you. We are trying to say that religion has to give you the avenue to be morally upright and morally sound.
Yeah.
The abilities to make good judgments.
Good.
The abilities to make positive choices, which will in turn benefit society.
Yeah.
Because, for example, if you were unfortunate to miss the kind of surrounding, the kind of feel or the kind of training that family was supposed to give you, all of these intrinsic values that we got to lay out in the previous episodes, if you were unfortunate enough to enjoy the fruits of that, religion will give you that avenue to also partake in all of that.
Exactly.
To fail you in all these areas that is trying to show you that you lack this higher body of knowledge that you think that if you give yourself to, if you avail yourself to, is going to put you in a positive light, and putting you in that positive light will let you in turn reflect positively on society. Because we are always saying that because it's kind of linked. Whatever you have in you, you are going to give out. And when you give out, we are saying that society is a collection of families. So we also got to learn that religion can also be a household. We talked about the actual definition of families, and we got to understand that it's not only about the mother and father setting, but every jurisdiction that you belong to. It could be a business, it could be anything that actually has an impact on society can also be termed as family. So there should be a really potent functionality in religion that should be actually explained in a certain context or in a certain light that will make people understand. So let's talk about the functionalities of religion. We look in our world today, we look about the sudden rise in globalization in terms of, we look at how tech is booming, we look at about how right now you can be in one place and not being at another jurisdiction, can perform businesses on a transcontinental level. That is how connected we are. We are saying that it is the global village now.
Yeah.
How is religion playing a part in that?
Well, religion playing a part in connecting society.
Because I'm saying, what I am also trying to explain is this. We are saying that every society that is functional is as a result of the quality of the families.
Yeah.
So if religion is now something that is family oriented, if we understand it, because we looking at the world on a global scale. If we do a perfect survey and a perfect division of all the inhabitants of the earth,
Right.
you will get to know that religion has a very laid out fabric in it. So I'm saying that with how we are growing together as a human race, whether I wouldn't even say growing apart, with how we are all evolving as a human race, taking all the 6 continents as we get to know, and we are talking about, right? We are now talking about the functionalities of religion.
Yeah.
How is religion playing its part in the growth or the evolving of the human race?
This is a tight one.
Yeah, because the reason why I'm asking that is that, for us to make the world functional, as this is what this podcast is seeking to do with this episode, is trying to raise a standard in terms of how we should actually coexist
Yeah.
with this topic. Okay. And with the difference of we having different backgrounds, we having like coming from different areas, we having a different source of approach in everything. And I'm saying that the way religion has colored every aspect of life right now. For example, if you take somebody from the Middle East, take somebody from Africa, take somebody from Europe, North America, South America, you know, the quality of people that you will bring together around the table, okay, we would definitively say religion has a fabric in their orientation.
Yeah.
So we are talking about the functionalities of what religion has played in their orientation. So we are just trying to look at some of these functionalities and what the part that religion has played in it.
Yeah.
So
That being said, I think so. When we talk about religion, you see, it's very broad,
it's very broad.
and we have like several dynamics, even in Christianity, which they say we shouldn't say is a religion, but growing up, that's what we were taught in.
Yeah, for sure.
That Christianity is one of the religions. Even with that, we have different denominations,
You know,
different doctrines.
faith doctrines. Yeah, you see, that is very true. I didn't even want to break it down to faith and doctrines. It would have been so easy to pinpoint because it's like so.
Yeah,
But
we are
we're
not
just
even going
trying
to
to
do that.
yeah, we are trying to make it like that's
More
why
like-
I know that we are
yeah.
trying to make it conserved in terms
Yeah.
of not picking doctrines and
Exactly. But I'm saying that religion is very broad.
very
So when you pick one particular religion, there are also subsections in there.
you know
And each place that you are coming from, the teachings are different.
yes
The way of life of that particular membership is always different. And so you see, but then again, variety is also the spice of life. But the central thing is that religion should not make individuals now caged or boxed such that their own mental
exactly
capabilities are shunned, and we rather escalate only what leadership is saying, or relying on faith such that to the point that is causing you probably your life or certain paramount parts of your being. So when people from different across the globe come together, even though we are all practicing different religion wherever, collectively as a society, it should not drain society negatively such that
you see, but to enhance the quality
it
of
should
life
still enhance the quality of life.
exactly
That is when all the different religions are functioning properly. But I think there are regulations to how religions or religious bodies should function, which is
Exactly.
also one of the responsibilities of government
Okay.
governance. And depending on the countries, those rules and regulations also differ.
yeah sure
But at the end of the day, the goal is that we all from all these different religions with different perspectives should not collectively put a drain on society negatively. That is the main thing.
so that is exactly you I agree with you
But if it
1000%.
happens like that, then there's a dysfunction.
That is that is the truth. So I agree with you 100%. So what we are trying to say here, with what AJ is trying to elaborate, if we are all on the same page, whatever source is your source, whatever religion or whatever understanding, whatever faith you are connected to, you hold on to, the functionality is this: if it doesn't improve the quality of life, it is a dysfunction.
It's a dysfunction, yeah, essentially.
So whatever kind of organization you belong to religiously, if the mode of operation doesn't really enhance, or not doesn't really, does not ultimately enhance the quality of life, then perhaps there should be a sense of reasoning.
Right.
Like you should come to a point where now questions should be asked and logical reasoning should be conducted
Yeah.
in your approach or in your essence, in your sense of being. So that's what we are actually talking about.